Conformity Antidote. Run, little snowflakes. Run. Here they come, the leaders of the new church, Reverend Cuz and Deacon Tex.
Hello, viewers.
Hello, viewers.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hello.
Hello. And I know, as you're looking at us now, you're like, oh my gosh, they look so much prettier than normal. Well, there's a reason for that, because we just got a new camera.
Yes. Out.
which Tex said the old one made us look like a bunch of Jabba the Hutt sitting over
I
here.
know. Exactly.
Thank you. So, but yeah, welcome to our, was this second to last?
This is the second to last show of Conformity Antidote.
Yes. And so thanks for joining us. And I just want to let you know, we have been working feverishly on the new show that we're going to have. Completely different format. I think you're really going to like it. And
Yes.
You got to make sure you join us.
Yes, and we'll pay attention to the website. We'll let you know the day. We'll let you know the days, the titles of the new shows, the whole thing. Because as you know, Reverend Cuz is going to have he's going to kick things off the following weekend after the 5th with his show, where he's all things politics.
Yes.
All things politics. And he's going to tell you all, he's going to give you some knowledge, well, as far as he knows.
Yes.
And then the weekend after will be the show with both of us kicking in. But we'll give you more details about that.
Yes. Yeah. So the one show I'm going to do, it's going to be a lot of politics stuff, but we're going to have other stuff, but it's going to be mostly politics. But something that you don't know is I will have a different co-host for that show, which will be, I won't tell you what her name is because we're still going over what we want to deal with. And it's going to be a female.
Yes.
And so that's going to be interesting.
From a female point of view.
Yes. And actually, she'll also be here to reel me in a little bit. So I don't get all the tangents. So I'm going to have to clean it up a little bit and everything else. But it's going to be, it's going to be a whole different thing. And then Tex and my show is going to be really different from this. So anyway, there you have it. And like you said, we'll just check the website and we'll have all that. And we just got to figure out what we're going to do. Are we going to change the website? What are we going to do with all the Conformity Antidote archives? So we're still kind of milling that around.
Yes. Probably, as long as we still have the domain name for the whatever, we'll probably leave it here and then we'll just migrate it, I guess.
I think I have, and I think I checked, but now I can't remember because my mind's going. I think I have it until 2022.
Oh.
Is I've already paid for the domain name of Conformity Antidote.
Yeah. So what we could do is keep the archives here.
Yes.
And then we can just do updates okay, this if we have a web place for our new shows and just put it that way. Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, well, that's all up for, I guess, for some except for that. Yes, let's just yes. So
I can't believe you forgot.
The book is out, of course, paperback and Audible, and if you paid attention on Friday, the Audible version, the narrated version, became available, and I'll tell you what, it's good. You got, obviously I wrote the book. I've seen these letters and words and sentences a million times, but I'm telling you, it's a whole different experience when you actually just listen to it. And Audible, especially with Corey Michaels, who did the narrating, and with the incredible voice, it's a whole different show when you just sit there and listen to it. So as everybody's starting to actually go back to work, that they're starting to open businesses up and everything, opportune time to get you the Audible version and just put it in your car and just listen.
Yes, especially if you work around here and you get to sit back in gridlock and traffic and stuff like that again.
Yes.
It'll give you something to listen to while
Yes,
you're
it will.
sitting there. Exactly.
We got away, jackass.
Up yours, fascist. Get out of the road, you dang protester.
Yeah. So if you happen to see any Antifa out there, it's don't even worry about it. Just no.
And get out of there. Oh
No, I'm not
Wrong
wrecking my
direction.
car for that. just like swerving for a squirrel. I'm hitting a squirrel. I'm hitting an Antifa. All right. Anyhow, so let's move. Let's move on. So I think we should.
Are we ready?
For the what did we say? Second to last time. This is going to be the news for the second to last time of Conformity Antidote. It's the last time you go up and hear this damn gong and watch old doofus over here with his little drum roll bullshit.
Look, Mom, no hands.
Last time for that joke too.
Shucky.
You fat bastard.
You need to hurry up and leave. We get sick and tired you talking about us in China on your show.
Yes. And all our wet markets are drying up.
Oh, yes.
So we're losing money.
Yes, we lose money, but and we're going to hack your new show.
Yes.
Yes. And we're going to
Hold it for ransom.
Yes, we're going
That's fine. You'll get nothing.
Yeah, you will get nothing. Good luck with that.
No kidding.
I'd be like, I can see the Chinese getting us, so we'll get ransomware or whatever like that. It's like,
Yeah.
enjoy it.
But the Chinese people, you can buy the rights to the archives if you want.
Yes.
We'll sell you that.
Yes, we can. And there might be, hey, if there's anybody from China watching out there, who knows, there could be little hidden, secrets.
Yeah,
in
little
our
Easter
show.
eggs.
Yeah, little Easter eggs.
There you go.
Yep. We were both in the military at one point in time, so you never know. We could have accidentally talked about something we weren't supposed to talk about on our show.
Yeah.
I get the archives,
But you need to go through all of the archives.
including our podcasts. From
That-
podcast number 1.
That's like emotional waterboarding.
Yes, it is.
Making them listen through all that.
I know. It's terrible.
It is
It'll be
terrible.
fun. No, it wouldn't be terrible. We did it, for Pete's sake. It was
I
great.
wouldn't want to listen through all
I
that
know.
again.
I wouldn't either.
All right. So here we go. Oh, look, that's
look
nice.
at this. Look at this.
So, yes. So the lovely city of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
That's like they're becoming like the San Francisco of the Midwest.
Yes.
Which is.
I don't know. They might have. I mean, San Francisco is just stupid, but
And dirty.
And dirty. Minneapolis is just coming just straight out insane.
Off the rails.
Off the rails. So this right here is the Minneapolis council members, and who are the ones that are calling to defund the police. And they've been calling for defunding the police. Now, as we reported before, they've already whacked the contract with them for resource officers in the schools. So good luck with that,
Well,
because I'm gonna tell you what, if I'm a teacher, especially if I'm a woman teacher and I'm an older woman teacher and there's people fighting, I'm not gonna break it up. So guess what? Your kids are at risk.
Yep.
Because I ain't gonna mess with that shit.
Exactly. And I want to make sure our viewers know one other thing too, because there's all this talk about the defunding. Some groups are saying defunding's just diverting funds or whatever. Minneapolis, in this case, these council members right here, and especially this one right here, heard it out of her mouth. She wants the police department gone. No, they will turn in your uniforms. No, Minneapolis police at all. So that when they say defund police, they really mean absolutely no money to the police. They want to completely break up the police department.
Yes, believe me, I would love to see. If anybody has ever been a cop, or knows a cop, ask or let's just say if you're not a cop, let's say if you know a policeman anywhere, ask them about a domestic dispute call.
Right.
They're the most dangerous out of all of them. So let's just say, okay, let's just get a health worker, or what do you call it? Mental health worker,
a counselor, a marriage counselor.
You got some crazy dude that's just crazy on his wife, beating his wife up. He's got a gun to her head, this, that, and the other, and he's whacked out on something. And let's just bring a healthcare worker in there to figure that out.
Now, Fred, please, we need cooler heads here.
Yes.
Now remember, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. We just need to close our eyes.
Yes, when you hear the bell, I want to bring you into your happy place. There we go.
All right. There's my happy place. Get some. It wasn't supposed to work like this. Help.
Now, let me put it now. So if you have somebody that's dealt with people like that maybe even rides along with the police or can be deployed with the police, I might even roll with that, okay? But to defund the police and this, that, and the other, people, seriously. That is ridiculous. And especially we talked about before, if you have, like, where an ambulance is called, right? But there's violence or something that they know about. If I'm an EMT,
right.
Hell no, I'm not going in there until you secure the place.
Well, they've already said, like, fire departments too, because there's certain times where fire departments will have to go respond to a fire call, and the fire chiefs have already said, "Hey, we get first bullet, or one of my trucks gets shot at, we're done. Let the building burn."
You saw down in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
So down in Tampa, if nobody's read this, they've already verified this stuff. So down in Tampa, there was a calling of a shooting and I think a person down, a person shot. 2 cops showed up, right? It was an ambush. So they said anywhere from like 80 or so people came and started beating the shit out of the cops. All right? People.
Yep.
Come the hell on.
Defund. Well,
defund, and you're going to be on your own.
Good luck, Minneapolis. Oh, here, look, we got Mr. J from the UK.
Oh.
Hello.
Go save the Queen.
Go save the Queen.
Hello.
So, welcome aboard.
Welcome our friends in the UK.
Yes. We love you.
And actually, we've been very, very well supported by the UK.
Yes. And they're having I tell you what, they're having their own issues. That's another thing. You got people here in the States, get rid of the guns, which ain't going to work because the criminals have too many guns.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. So, but then, okay, so everybody has knives. Well, we saw what happened a couple days ago in Glasgow. It's up in Scotland. Got the guy with the knife killing 3 people, and we had the knife attack. Now, granted, they're terrorists or whatever. They've already been on watch lists or whatever. But still, somebody's going to kill somebody. Somebody's going to kill somebody. No matter what they got. Came and did it with baseball bats and stones.
So was it 2020 or was it 2019? Maybe it's 2019. Remember when 2019 started and London had as many murders as New York did?
Yeah.
For the first, was it 6 months?
Yeah. Not anymore though. But
not anymore. Well, yeah, no kidding. But all their murders were stabbings.
Right.
So it's like, okay, gun, knife, whatever it is, but crime is crime, and we got to figure out what's going on up here.
Right.
With these people, but
and
anyway,
and I think, and I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with the whole mental health thing.
I do too.
But that is a part of the solution, not getting rid of the cops. You can have the mental health person go out there with the police, okay? But and another thing. Good luck trying to find a psychiatrist or a counselor that's going to be going out to a dangerous situation. Excuse me. Dr. Smith, you need to go to the southwest part of the city. There's a little domestic going on. I ain't going now.
Well, I tell you what. You make an appointment.
Do they have insurance?
Get my assistant. We'll make an appointment for you, and you just come down to my building, and we will talk. I'll put you on the couch. We will talk for as long as you need to talk about it. No, but the situation is now they're like shooting people. Excuse me.
I'm not going.
Make an appointment.
Yes. Call my secretary.
That's right. Come on,
I'm
people.
booked. And there again, do you have insurance? No.
Yes. I'm sorry. I can't see you tomorrow. I have 3 self-esteem issue people. So if you're killing your wife and stuff, I don't have time.
Yep.
Sorry.
And just to let you know, there is a $30 copay.
Mm-hmm.
That will be collected at the time of service.
Okay.
Cheers.
So anyway, I think we didn't get to this point, but anyway, the Minneapolis.
She's batshit
She
crazy,
is.
by the way.
But the Minneapolis council members they've defund, or they're already calling to defund the police, but they want to spend $63,000 on private security for them. Not for
because their lives have been threatened.
Yes, and I wonder why. Let me explain to you. I was in the security business, not like a security guard, but overseas descendant. Let me tell you something. The reason they have private security is because they don't play by the rules. Okay, the military and the police are somewhat handcuffed. Ooh, there's the pun. Ooh,
handcuffed.
As far as what they could do and this and the other. Private security, man, they walk on that fringe.
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, and if you think you have issues with police and so forth, all this other stuff, I'm gonna tell you what, you get private security more involved in this country to like take the place of police, you're gonna have a hell of a lot more issue on your hands.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. So, Bucky, and I tell you what, whoever, Miss whatever over here, she don't need no security. Look, she can handle herself. She look like she better whoop somebody's ass anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Well, see,
saying.
Well, what's funny is that the whole point is moot because they even said in Minneapolis that they already said the whole city council has voted unanimously to defund the police, but their only authority is they have no authority. Basically, they have to put it on the ballot in November for the people of Minneapolis to vote on. Well, they're already seeing like the spike in crime and like people
like
the camps,
big time,
the homeless camps being set up. So yeah. Good luck with all of that. And then the $63,000 we're talking about, guess where they ain't paying that money out of pocket.
Yeah, guess where that's coming from?
That's not coming out of their pocket. That's coming out of the city of Minneapolis coffers. That's why they want to defund the police department so they can pay for their security.
Imagine that.
How about that?
And it's going to cost $4,500 per day.
Per day.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Miss Vivian.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm just writing it down. Minneapolis City Council wants.
But this lady right here, while he's typing that in, they've done numerous interviews with her, and I don't know what planet she's from.
She's a nutbag.
She thinks that she wants to create this whole utopian society that once all the police are gone.
What?
Yeah. That once police are gone, everybody's just going to start holding hands, and we're going to sing. We're going to have yep, you said it. We're going to sing and have campouts.
What?
We're going to sing and have campouts.
But it's all going to be a utopia.
Sex. Yep, no crime.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm with you, little John, but it ain't going to work.
Ask them over there in Seattle how their chop's going. Yeah. The utopia.
And we ain't talking about pork neither.
Yes, exactly. We're well, we are talking about pork, but
not pork chop.
Anyhow, all right, get these colossal.
So yeah,
Good luck. Hey, I gotta say this. Good luck, Minneapolis.
Yes, $4,500 a day, just for the city council to have security. So if city council has security, guess what? Then you're gonna have so many of aldermans and whatever else
the mayor
in the different districts. The mayor, and they're gonna want all their own security.
Well, they're ticked off at the mayor right now. He's because see, the mayor, when this all first kicked off, when the for riding first all kicked off, he was like for it and hate.
Are you talking about Justin Trudeau Jr.?
Yeah,
that's what he looks like.
But then when he went in there and he was like, well, we don't mean to completely dismantle the police, and he got booed out.
Too late.
He's actually against the whole defunding the police. Boy, he's like on the outs with this whole council member. So,
dude, it's nothing. You know what? It's nothing. It's nothing like getting booed or getting eaten by your own people.
Yep, by your own crew.
Because they're chewing his ass big time
and spitting it back out, or doing something else with it.
All right.
All right.
There we go. All right, now. Oh, this is a sad day.
Hey, Pilgrim.
This is a sad day. Of course,
these are sad days.
Yes. So this is the Duke, of course. Everybody knows John Wayne. So apparently, so John Wayne had some less than savory things he said like way back when, over like 50 years ago. Okay. So, but as you know, is it the L.A. airport?
Yeah,
One of the L.A. airports.
One of them. In
One of
Orange
them.
County.
Yep. Is named the John Wayne Airport. So the Democrats want to rename the airport to something else because they say John Wayne was so racist that we don't need to have anything named after him. Now, so here's my point. Here's my thing. Okay, if you want to, if that is the way we're going to play ball
Right,
from now on,
the mantra that's going around.
that's right. Then fine. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what the hell you call the damn airport, just as long as you don't call it something stupid.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, the fact that we name airports after all these people, I could give a crap anyway.
Right.
But like I said, if that's the way we're going to play ball, then let's play ball that way the whole game. So you're going to get rid of John Wayne Airport. But here's a big thing that I have an issue with, and let me tell you something: the Democrats have been kissing this guy's ass for years. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about Senator Robert Byrd, or as we all know him, the Exalted Cyclops.
At first, I didn't know what that was, but then it's like the right below, isn't it like the Grand Wizard or something like that?
Something like that.
He has like the green sheet or something like that. I can't remember what color his sheet he wears, but
there we go.
Yes, there it is.
Okay, now this is a doctored picture. Okay, just letting you know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna call it like I see it, like the truth. It's doctored. There doesn't seem to be, or at least one that nobody can find, of Senator Byrd in his
Well, he probably had that
KKK uniform.
He probably had it buried with him. They were like right by his coffin or whatever. That was probably in his will. Got to throw all the pictures in.
They probably put it in like a bag so they could steam clean it and then whatever. But he probably buried him in it. But here's Senator Robert Byrd. Now this guy was an exalted Cyclops. Okay, now granted that was a while ago, but let me put it to you: if he was a recruiter for the KKK, and let me tell you something: if you have as much hate in you that where you're going to recruit for a group that's willing, that's killing, not even killing black people, but Jews, Asians, anybody that's not considered white.
Right.
Okay. And he was a recruiter for him for years. So you're going to take that much hate out of this man, and he's going to just repent for everything he's now. Do I, as a Christian, do I think that you can repent? Absolutely. But if you've seen this guy, if you seen his interviews when he was in Congress, you could tell he was slimy as shit, and he was saying whatever he needed to say to get his stuff through. But you know what? I'm not buying it. So anyway, here's part of the problem. So there are over 40 buildings, or excuse me, 40, there's buildings and construction projects. There was like highway, and this and the other. So there's over 40 buildings, construction projects, roads, whatever you want to call them, named after this guy, okay? Named after a dude that was Ku Klux Klan. So here's my thing. I don't care if he's apologized or not, right? If we're gonna play ball by those standards and by those rules, this guy, okay, needs to be removed off of everything on the planet as far as a building or this, that, and the other. They even had a statue of this jackass, okay? Now, here's the funny thing. Now, you would think, okay, Democrats who want to play the card that they're not down with, when we talk about Nancy Pelosi was pulling all her ex-boyfriends off the walls, all the Confederate generals. She probably dated every one of them. But she's pulling all. So okay, so they want to, put up this facade that they're just so disgusted by racial crap. But yet you got all these buildings with this guy. And here's what happened. So you have Vice President Biden, when he was vice president at the time, talked about Robert Byrd. As we used to say in my years in the Senate, if you excuse a point of privilege here for a moment, a very close friend of mine and one of my mentors, okay, so Biden was praising Cyclops Bird here, okay? Again, recruited for the KKK, this, that, and the other. Obama. I was saddened to hear this morning, this is like when he died, I was saddened to hear this morning that the people of West Virginia had lost a true champion, and America has lost a voice of principle and reason with the passing of Robert C. Byrd. Senator Byrd's story was uniquely American. He was a Senate icon.
Yes, he was an American story, all right.
Yep. So and then last but not least, we got your favorite woman in mine. Oh, Hillary Clinton. Exactly. And she said on the day that he passed, today our country lost a true American original, my friend and mentor, Robert C. Byrd. You guys are so full of crap, okay? So if we're gonna go with the racist, we're gonna pull all this stuff off of here. So if you don't really know the extent of Mr. Robert Byrd, I'm gonna read one little excerpt from a letter he wrote to Congress back in, I think it was in 1948, I think.
No, 1944.
44. Oh, sorry, 44. My bad. So he wrote to Congress, I shall never fight in the armed forces with a Negro by my side. Rather, I should die 1,000 times and see Old Glory trampled in the dirt, never to rise again, than to see this beloved land of ours become degraded by race mongrels, a throwback to the blackest specimen from the wilds.
And that is a quote, people.
That is a quote.
Huh.
That is a quote from a letter he wrote to Congress. So again, you got a man filled with that much hate, and he's just going to turn it off?
Well, okay.
But again, even that's not the point.
But the point, yeah, that's the key. I think the key we're trying to point out is, okay, so he said that back, and a lot of people be like, well, he said that back in 1944. Well, a lot of this stuff that's coming up now, what these guys said back in the 1960s, 50s, 30s, okay, so the same situation. Well, they didn't change. Well, how do you know he didn't change? Or how do you know he could have changed? What's not to say that the other ones have changed? You know, and it's like we talked about just a little bit ago with John Wayne's Airport. I mean, the man ain't even alive anymore to defend himself. You know, one, it was a different era. It was a different time. There again, it was a different time frame, and he's not here to defend himself. You've got people that are just going off, that are just trying to rewrite stuff or going off of maybe something he said here or something he said there. But he could, if he was alive now, who knows? He could have changed his point of view. Could have changed his point of view.
When did he die?
Back in 1980s.
Is it the 80s?
Or like late 70s, early 80s.
Late 70s. So let's say back in 79 or 80, if somebody interviewed John Wayne and said, this is what you said 50 years ago.
Right.
How do you feel about that? And if he said, yeah, fuck him. Oh,
right.
Sorry.
My
bad. I said the F-bomb. I can't even find where I can buzz myself. There we go. If he said screw him, I don't care. Screw black people or something like that. Now, if he said that, then I'd be like, well, you know, he had an opportunity and he didn't apologize, so whatever. But nobody did. So again, if we're gonna go around that that road,
yep. If it's all or nothing, if you want to cancel, if you're in the cancel culture and you want to cancel everything from George Washington, you know, to Thomas Jefferson, you know, they're going after everybody that owned slaves or whatever.
You after Grant's statue. He fought against slavery, you dumbasses. But
well, you
have
know,
at it.
And we talk about and there again, people don't realize that Nancy Pelosi had the pictures, the portraits of the people that were in the Confederacy pulled from the House that were speakers of the House. Okay, all these people. So basically, all these portraits they were speakers of the House, but they were for the Confederacy. Guess what? Every single one of them was in the Democratic Party.
Bam.
Every single one of them were anti-Lincoln.
Yep.
They were anti-abolitionists, or they were fighting tooth and nail.
They were pro-slavery.
So she's trying to do there again. She's trying to do like a lot of people are doing, trying to rewrite history. She's trying to hide history because she doesn't want. Of course, MSNBC and CNN will never report it.
Right.
But she doesn't want anybody to know that the Democrats, back in their dark history, were the original racists.
Yeah, and like we've said here before, KKK, Democrats. Jim Crow law, Democrats. Lynchings, Democrats. Segregation, Democrats. They're the one that created it. Can you answer a question for me?
Yes.
And you don't have to have it pinpointed. You could just give me a general.
Yes.
How long has Nancy Pelosi been a member of the House?
200 years.
Probably close to it. What would you say? Just give me a
time.
ballpark.
She's probably been a member of the House for 30 years.
30 years. It's been 33, but you're close. So I guess now is the first time she's ever been offended enough,
Right, to remove this.
to move this. Now she talks a bunch of crap about racism, this and the other. Remember? Let me just paint a picture for you. Back in the day, I think we had a thing called Ferguson, Missouri, right, where there was all kind of stuff, and Obama and all. He even said his attorney general to stir up the shit.
Why didn't you remove the pictures then?
I wonder why that is. Was it too soon because you hadn't got over the relationships?
Too
I'm just
soon?
asking.
Too soon?
So again, I'm not buying your bull crap. All right, but again, like we said, if we're gonna go down that road, play by those rules, let's remove it all then, because I could really give a shit one way or another.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you got to take Bird off everything. Seriously, I mean.
Let's keep going. That's what I'm saying. Let's have everything that's like, this is vanilla high school.
Yep.
This
is
vanilla.
This is sanitized high school.
Yes. We have no name. This. You know what our mascot is? A blob.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. That
Can't be a white blob, or it can't be a blob. That's offending people of overweight.
Here we go.
Yes.
Talk about just people just going like absolutely batshit crazy about what's going on right now.
Yes.
The wonderful makeup company L'Oreal. Which,
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if after all this stuff's said and done, if anybody keeps buying L'Oreal cosmetics, you're stupid. You go to Maybelline or somebody like that, because L'Oreal's just lost their
Maybe
marbles.
it's Maybelline.
Well, anyway, there's a couple stories about L'Oreal, but the one that cracked me up today is from here on out, they're getting rid of 2 words from their products. They're getting rid of whitening and fair. So it's like, okay, so what's next? Is Crayola? There's going to be no more such thing as a white crayon. It's going to be invisible.
So does that mean that Goya is going to have to take Negro off their black bean can?
Right. They're talking about that.
That's true. And so, did you see the I don't watch this stupid ass show, but it's the crap. Is it Family Guy?
Oh, just
who's got the black guy named Cleveland or something on it or something? Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy.
Or American Dad.
He's got his own show though. It's the Cleveland show.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, he's got his own
So
show
the dude
too.
that does him is white. He's stepping down.
Yeah.
He says it's a black character. A black guy should be doing it. Okay, fine. You know what? Take money out of your pocket, dumbass. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. So here we go. So only black people can play black characters. Whether it's voice or anything
Right.
else. So that means gay people can only be played by gay people.
Right.
Right. You had Modern Family. The one guy was gay. The other guy was not gay.
Right.
The chubby guy was not gay.
Well,
So now we're just gonna.
Well, that was funny. It's funny that because since this was Pride Month, they've been showing on Showtime. They had the series called Queer as Folk. Well, they were talking about that, and they said like half the cast of Queer as Folk they're straight. So it's like, okay, well, if you want to go that route, why aren't you hiring people that are actually living that, which. Okay, that's a valid point, but okay, now all of a sudden it's like a light bulb just finally went off in your head, and like, we should have been doing that. What the hell were we thinking of?
I don't know. Yet Neil Patrick Harris, he plays a womanizer in like so many of his movies. Well, not Doogie Howser, but so many of the other, like How I Met Your Mother, and there was another show he was where he was like a ladies' man, and it's like, well, he's gay, so he should only play
Gay roles.
Gay roles.
Okay.
If we're gonna make it right, let's make it right.
Yep.
We're gonna cancel culture. Boom. Period.
Yep.
The whole business. Just like cancel all of it.
And you know what? And another thing that's kind of that the cannibalism has already started in Hollywood with the whole cancel culture. You got Bill Maher calling out the elitist white people. Actually, he's telling all the black people to tell the elitist white people to shut the F up. Because all this, they're like, white people are bad. And Bill Maher's like, why don't you all just shut up?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, now going on Twitter is all these Hollywood celebrities are starting to get accused of sex assaults and stuff. Now, a lot of them here recently have gotten they're disproved or whatever, but it's still it's the fact that these idiots are using social media, which the celebrities do, to try and further their platform. So now you got the crazies on there that are accusing them of all of this, and they're going to have to deal through it. You know, they're going to have to sift through all of that stuff. Like the whole cast of Riverdale, if anybody watched that show or whatever, it's on WB. The whole cast of Riverdale was accused of sexual misconduct.
I'm not down with misconduct, but I could give a crap about the show.
Right. So
who cares?
So that's my thing. It's like, you know what? You're opening Pandora's box. You're going to consume yourselves, and the rest of us, we're just going to sit back and watch it all happen.
That's right.
We're going to watch you cannibalize each other because you have no idea what you're talking about, and you all rely on social media so much. Now we like your social media when you're watching Conformity Antidote.
Only for that aspect.
Yes.
And all I care is about. I just wish everybody goes and gets Jimmy Kimmel kicked off.
Well, yeah.
Not because of the kids, but because I think he's a jackass, and I don't think he's funny. He's about as funny as a boil on my ass.
Well, I don't. My biggest problem.
Anyway.
My biggest problem before we get.
Well, you're really stretching it out.
I know.
I've been watching you.
Well,
it's been going since 7:28.
Well, Conformity Antidote. This is our second to last show, so I got to get this in.
Okay. I'm just saying.
My biggest thing with Jimmy Kimmel, we talked about the hypocrisy of the whole thing, and that's my biggest thing with him. He can speak it. Some of his stuff I personally have found funny in the past. However,
Don't think he's funny.
he has been a very animate anti-Trump person, which I don't have a problem with that. However, he gets on his stump about Trump using the N-word and being a racist, and trying to recruit that crazy, batshit crazy Tom Arnold, which supposedly he still says there's a tape out there somewhere. I think he's somewhere in the Maldives looking for it. Because anyway,
We'll stay there.
right? But then when all this stuff comes out, where he's imitating Karl Malone from the Man Show, and doing himself up in blackface, then it's like, I am so sorry. And it's like, wait a minute, dude, you're a hypocrite.
Especially for as many people as he's called out for, like, racist shit.
Right.
And it's like,
you knew.
Piece of crap.
And you can't sit there and pretend that you didn't do it. Because the Man Show, and it hasn't been that long ago. It's been about 20 years ago when the Man Show was on. So it hasn't been that long ago, Jimmy. You knew you were doing blackface, and you knew you were doing a black voice.
Yeah.
So,
and you had the girls on trampolines. I mean, that's very sexist.
Yes, yeah, I thought. Yes.
And believe me, I remember I tried to catch the show a couple times back when it was on. It wasn't funny. And I know you like a couple things. I don't think Jimmy Kimmel's funny at all.
Well, I kind of like Adam Carolla. I think was a little bit more.
Adam's kind of funny, but again,
He has big teeth.
but Jimmy Kimmel is not funny. Let me explain something to you, just real quick. Anybody that dates Sarah Silverman,
Yeah, she's
number one, but dates her for an extended period of time, is a complete jackass. Because she's a skank to the umpteenth level.
Yes, she's.
All right, are we done with news yet? Lord have mercy. You were on an over 10-minute rant.
I know. It's your fault.
It was not my fault. You're the one we were sitting up there before to say we can't just stretch things out too long. And I'm like, what do you mean we?
I was. That's
Anyway,
me.
all right.
I'll keep these next segments short.
Yeah, whatever.
I am.
Whatever. All right, so here we go. Oh, my gosh.
Yikes.
This is what it looks like, his face.
I can't go ahead.
So this is Ron Jeremy. If anybody knows who Ron Jeremy is, he's a porno star. All right. And dude's just straight up nasty. All right. So we're not going to make fun of this situation. We're going to make fun of this dumbass, all right? But so adult film star Ron Jeremy pleads not guilty to raping. Okay, so here's the thing I found funny. Well, not funny, but just odd. Not guilty to raping 3 women and sexually assaulting a 4th. Now, I always thought they always used the term sexual assault to mean rape. But here specifically, and I went and double checked this headline, and yeah, they used guilty to raping 3 women and sexual assaulting a 4th. I don't exactly know what that. I mean, I can guess and I could say what that means, but I'm just saying if you're going to use it, then why do they use it for rape every time?
Well, from what we were taught in class,
He's going to try to pull something.
Well, we were taught in class because I have no class.
You like school in summertime.
No class. But what?
Or you like school during March, April, and May.
Yeah, exactly. No class.
All right, go ahead.
And probably coming up. Anyway, but what we were taught is when usually if you segregate the two of them, rape is actual forced intercourse, whether it be front and back.
Yes, we got it.
And sexual assault can be up to anything where you just grab somebody inappropriately. An unwanted advance like on the physical person. It doesn't necessarily. Rape usually indicates a full-fledged intercourse, whereas sexual assault could be anything where he went and grabbed somebody, grabbed a little booby or a little stuff like that.
So I might agree.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fine, but then the news and everybody else needs to get their head out of their ass.
Right. Well, and what's odd,
and then classify it as what it needs to be classified as.
And what's odd too, and I think what screws everybody up is each state calls it something different. It's like it's strange.
Well, you just remember we reported that what was it New York or California? One of the ones wanted to remove rape
from their thing.
Yeah,
from their dossier because it sounded too prejudicial or something like that. I'm like,
what? So I have not really taught it here recently, but when I taught self-defense, I use the word rape because it's a connotation that when you say it, it's like bam, it like hits you right, it like slaps you right in the face. When somebody says like sexual assault, meaning when they're using that instead of the word rape, it's like sexual assault. It kind of almost dummies it down, like it's like that not big of a deal. So anyway, I just thought that was weird. I kind of understood what it meant, but I'm like, okay, but again, if we're going to play by the same rules here, everybody always says sexual assault instead of rape. I'd rather use rape because it clearly defines what, is happening. Anyway, so if convicted of charges, Ron Jeremy could face maximum sentence up to 90 years in prison. Now, again, we're not making fun of the situation of these women. We're making fun of this guy. So I want to know, when he goes into prison, is he going to be the bitch or is he going to be the one that's taking care of it?
I don't know.
There's going to be some.
I don't know. That's a very good question. Because I'm sorry, but what exactly? Okay, what exactly was his claim to fame?
Size. But he wasn't the biggest, but he was. Back in the day, he was a lot bigger than most other stars.
I was gonna say he was what was the other guy that was like notorious?
John Holmes.
Yeah, he was no John Holmes, even though not that I would know.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, obviously he was the master. Right. But this guy was still much bigger than normal people. So
he had to have. He had that huge pot belly, nasty thing.
But I'm saying is like, I mean, granted, if I was a porn star, if I was a porn actress, a woman, and you said, oh, so the next film we're gonna put you in is with him, I'm like, oh hell no,
you're gonna pay me
oh hell no. Had this beast sweating on me? Come on, man.
Ugh.
That ain't happening. But anyway. So anyway, he's 67, and I can't believe. I tell you what, I can't even believe this crazy son of a bitch is still alive. To be honest with you,
how he made it out of the 70s without,
because he was hitting drugs. I mean, everybody remembers his story back in the day. I mean, he was hitting some heavy shit,
right?
But he's still going. So he wore a bright orange jumpsuit in county jail, and he said, I don't know why I would put that in there. Anyway, the judge, the judge declined to reduce his bail, and his bail was set at $6.6 million. So they don't set bail for $6.6 million unless they got some credible evidence.
Yes. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and he's ordered back in court on August 31st. But now it doesn't say whether or not somebody paid his bail and got him out.
Well, you know how much that actually is, don't you?
Well, it's not the 6.6 million.
It's
10%.
It's 10%.
Yeah,
but still,
well, it's 10% of 6.6 million.
That's $660,000.
You got that? That's what I'm saying. The courts make Jeremy the third man to be charged, along with Harvey Weinstein and producer David Gilloyd, by a task force formed by District Attorney Jackie Lacey. That sounds like never mind. Thank you.
Call me Jackie.
So Gilloyd was also pleaded not guilty. Weinstein is in prison in New York and has not been arraigned in Los Angeles because he's got charged. So Weinstein's got charges in L.A. too. And but I don't think he's going to last too much longer.
No, he looked like he was about ready to die in court.
That's Weinstein said he repeatedly denied engaging in any non-consensual sexual acts. Because I thought that was wrong. Jeremy said that. I'm like,
are you kidding?
Bullshit.
Are you kidding me?
But anyway, we thought we'd just bring this story because this is a nasty son of a bitch. I mean, really, this guy has made, I don't know how many films. I probably should have looked that up, but I didn't even want to get into that.
I know you feel
how many films this guy made, but look at him.
You feel so dirty. I know you don't. And didn't you say that he just did? I think like a couple months before, or like a couple weeks or so.
Yeah, that's what this picture came from.
Right before he was arrested, he was hosting. He was at the Adult Film Awards. Just had their annual thing, and he was there. So and now he's.
Dude, you nasty bastard.
Yeah, and we. I don't get it. This goes to show you that you could be the ugliest. The ugliest thing walking around on God's green earth. But if you have other assets, it can get you quite far in this world. Yeah, that's something.
All right, let's get him off because he's making me sick.
I know. That's like having the picture of AOC up there.
Move on. All right. Now we're going from sin.
You all may rise.
To the vicar. The British vicar.
Yes.
It's the vicar sketch.
The dirty vicar
vicar sketch. I love Monty Python. All right. So British vicar catches fire waiting on God's answer. So, Stephen Beach from St. Bordeaux Parish Church in Plymouth, Southwest England, was getting his congregation to reflect on the experience of waiting in the final section of a sermon delivered from his home last week. It's a great thing, or you could read that. Can you read that? Oh, you don't have your glasses on. So you do a better accent than I do.
Go ahead.
All right. It's a great thing to pause in the presence of God and ask that one question. Lord God, what are you saying to us? Beach said, warming to the theme. And then, of course, to wait for an answer. I've just been pausing between these, and before he realized it...
Oh dear. I'll just caught on fire.
I'll just caught on fire. Is the Lord
my
saying
word.
something to me?
Oh my what? Yeah, he's saying something. Oh, you're right. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Oh, Vicar. Hey, Beelzebub. We got another one. Yes, we did. Oh, you silly man. Hey, Vicar. Wait on that. Light your ass up. Oh, now you're going to know what it feels like. Down here. Yep. Well, Sometimes we take a break on Wednesdays for bingo, so we might put you out just so you could, because otherwise people will be screaming and we never hear somebody. You're gonna be yo bingo. Actually, we're gonna use you to be the eternal cigar lighter. Everybody's just gonna be lighting cigars off of you. We have so we have Fidel Castro. We have many other Cubans down here. We got Fidel Castro sitting over there next to us. Adolf Hitler. Yes, and shaved. All right, you two quit making out. That's sick. That's making me. Yes. Put your tongue back in your mouth. It's freaking me out. Oh look, here comes everybody's favorite, Joseph Stalin. Get back over there and Mao Zedong. He's using his tongue on Mao Zedong. Stalin's got that porno mustache. Yes, he does. That's freaking me out. You guys are making me sick. All right, let's get back to the Vic. Let's get back to the Vic. All right.
Oh,
Woo!
I'm glad that's over with.
Yeah. But anyways,
This poor vicar.
I know. So he's like, "Oh dear, I just caught on fire," he exclaimed by batting and blowing out the flame. Oh my word!
You see him? He's on podcast. Oh, good heavens!
I think I waited on the Lord a little bit too long.
Hey, Father, you got a fag? I need a light. I'll just stick your arm up here then. I'll light it off your arm.
And yes, in Britain, UK, do they call it Britain anymore?
I don't know.
But in the UK, the fags are a cigarette. Just in
Yes.
case all y'all didn't know
Yes,
and thought Tex was already
Yeah, don't cancel us. Well, you've already been canceled by enough people.
not that we really care.
I know, exactly.
But yeah. So Vika caught himself on fire.
Yes.
Well, that will teach you to get close to candle.
I know.
What were you doing? I tried to hug it.
He's trying to show that it doesn't bother
Oh,
him.
I thought I was trying to warm up my fish and chips.
You got your fish and chips all right.
And I caught my sleeve on fire.
It was lucky that I didn't, light up my twigs and berries.
So Jay, if you're still with us, I don't know if you are. If you're still with us,
If he was smart, he jumped a long time
probably.
ago.
but are the fish and chips in the UK that good?
Oh, I can answer.
I didn't ask you.
I know you didn't. I'm not going to answer.
Nor that I would. I want Jay. Jay's an expert.
Yes, he is.
Thank you. So if he's still on, let me know just how good
And
the fish and chips.
And
once I get over there, or once we get over there for our world tour,
yes,
we'll be hitting some
yes,
fish and chip
well,
shops.
I had some up in Edinburgh, but I don't know about in London in England, so I don't know. But
You
Edinburgh, Edinburgh was very. I'm not gonna say anything because I was told not to.
Edinburgh. Is it Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
I'm trying to think if that's what I'm
Edinburgh.
thinking of. I think it was Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
No,
Yeah, I think it is Edinburgh.
no, I'm thinking of something different, not what you're talking about.
Oh,
Is it
Anyway.
Edinburgh? I don't know. Anyway, what I was thinking is one of my favorite bands, Unleash the Archers. Sorry. And their lead singer, Brittany Slays. Anyway,
Brittany Slays.
Her name is Brittany Hayes, but they say she slays it, so they're like just Brittany Slays.
I bet she does.
You know what? That's disrespectful.
I just like the name. It sounds like
She's a singer.
I know she's saying.
Show some respect.
Is she good looking?
Show you did damn Skippy.
See,
Show some respect there, sexist. Anyway, as I was saying, so if anybody out there knows heavy metal and stuff, there's a song called "Queen of the Reich" from Queensryche. It is one of the hardest songs to sing, even for women, because of the high level of vocals. But Brittany Slays came in, so it was at a karaoke bar, and so they said they wanted her to do it. She comes up, no warm up, no sound check, no nothing, and I'm almost positive it was in Edinburgh because they were doing a tour over there, and slayed it. I mean, go on YouTube and see it, man. She crushed it. She has got serious pipes. She's one of my favorites. She's not hard to look at either. I'm telling you that right now. Anyway, I think it was Edinburgh. There you go. Just 6 degrees of separation really had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Well,
but that's how my mind works.
We did fish and chips, and we're talking about
fish and chips.
We're talking about the Vicar on Fire in England, and then
Vicar, can we roast marshmallows?
Can you make some oars?
Oh,
So we like
that must have been for the potluck.
potluck. So then we were talking about
Yes.
fish and chips.
Yes.
And I talked about how I had fish and chips. Now, see, then it was funny because I said my only time of having fish and chips when I was there was in Edinburgh. And you were like, well, Edinburgh, that's where, the singer. That's
Well,
where
actually, I paused for a long time and tried to
I know
think.
you did. And you kept saying Edinburgh. Edinburgh.
I think it was Edinburgh. I could be wrong.
Close enough.
Close
Go
enough.
online and look, everybody.
Yeah, go online and look. I can't remember.
Actually, I have to look that up because I think Jeff Tate actually stopped doing that song when he got older because he couldn't do it anymore because that
Dude.
was like one of their first songs, and he said he couldn't get that range anymore. It was hard. It was hard for him.
It's insane.
Yes, and he's the one that did it.
Yeah, he originated. But again, I mean, he still has an awesome voice. But
Yes.
again, yeah, when you get older, man, you just can't.
No,
I mean, especially when you've been singing for that long. I mean, your pipes are going to be like, you know what? We can't squeeze it that tight.
yeah, we're not like that anymore.
But Brittany from Unleash the Archers, she can do it. And if you ever heard any of her other music, she does some crazy vocals in her own music. Anyway, so our last but not least segment we're going to do is Bink. Crazy pictures.
Oh, crazy
Picture pages, lots of fun with picture pages. I forget the rest of it.
I don't know. You lost me on that.
You never heard that one?
No.
It was like I don't think it was Reading Rainbow, but it was something like Reading Rainbow or something like that.
That was like the one you did with the
Excuse me.
What was your other little kitty song?
Well, my name is Simon,
Yeah.
and the things I draw come true. For the longest
I
time,
know.
nobody heard that. I'm like, how did you not? I remember that.
But then it was funny.
Simon used to draw chalk and things would come to life.
And then I remember.
And that was before Homeboy and his purple crayon too.
Yeah, well, then I
Just saying.
remember Mike Myers used to do it on Saturday Night Live because he used to do the skit and he was in the bathtub. I know my name is Simon. Did you know that?
No, I never saw that one.
Michael Myers did it. That's why when I looked it up, I saw that and I saw the song or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, now it rings a bell.
Yeah, it used to be on a show way back when in the 70s, and
It's like a British show too, I think.
I know Simon was British, but I don't know. Yeah, I
Anyway.
can't remember where I saw it or what, but anyway,
We
so
digress.
Crazy Pictures, because I used to watch that, and then right after that, I think it was Fat Albert. Hey. We did Fat Albert. Bill Cosby.
Bill
Fat
Cosby.
Albert.
Oh yeah. Well, now he's trying to get another trial.
And his wife's still supporting him.
I know.
Let me tell you something just real quick, about 2 seconds. If my wife was accused of screwing all these dudes, somehow
Drugging them
and stuff, I'm like, you know what? Hoe bag, we're done.
Yes.
And I wouldn't expect her, if I did that, to stick with me either. I'd be like,
Well, she might have been complicit.
that's a big word for you.
Wonder. I know.
All right.
Don't ask me to spell
So we're
it.
going to Crazy Pictures. Bonk. Oh,
What is
that is, I don't know, but that monkey sure as hell knows what he's doing.
Lift that up a little bit more.
And look, now you know the scenery is good when you got a monkey with something in his hand that he's eating. He stops long enough to take a peek.
What?
Yes. And look at his mouth on him. He's like, wow.
I know.
He's like, damn.
Ah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Number 2. What was
The
that?
monkey's breathing the heaven.
Oh. All right. Number 2. Oh,
What is?
Well, the dog apparently is peeing on the wrong bush. Actually, that joke would have been funnier if he was down a little farther.
I know.
But
He's
anyway,
pissed.
she's gonna get a little
Golden
spray in the
shaft.
face.
There again. Some people out there might like. Here we go.
Now, the only question I have is that her dog? Because if it was, I'd beat that dog's
I was
ass.
gonna say, hey, Rover, get away from her. Okay, Tony, don't get anything.
I go set nuts in me face.
Well, she's got to be out of it. If she doesn't know, okay, that close, and the dog's lifting his leg on her
And
face.
That dogs make noise. I mean, he's
Right.
probably like panting. He's probably like probably got a collar and a chains jingling. But you know what? Fine, take it in the face.
Good luck to you, honey.
In the face. All right. Oh, next one. Whoa, there you go.
What is that?
She's trying to catch a hot dog. Now, how the hot dog got in the air, I don't know if somebody chucked it at her, or she coughed, or she maybe took it down and coughed it back up. I don't want to speculate. I don't really know what's going on here. All I know is
What is this right
that's
there?
a little mustard, I think. But I will tell you this. She's got that neck on a hinge. Look how far back that neck goes.
No
it
kidding.
can go. I mean, it goes straight down.
Here we go again.
So, hey, do what you got. Again, I don't know how the hot dog got.
Yeah, how did that?
I don't know.
That's.
You know,
But
you know what? This is one of those things you could just let your imagination run wild.
Yep. And I mean, look, she's got there's quite the audience back there that's
She
paying
does.
attention. Yep. So, I don't know. Is that her tongue sticking out? What is that right there?
That's her tongue, dude.
That's.
I know you don't have your glasses on, but damn,
I know. I don't.
you need some prescription sunglasses.
I know.
Or we may not be wearing sunglasses in the new show.
Yes.
All right. Next. Oh, there you go.
Hey! How about getting your head out of your ass? I mean, wait a minute. How about getting your head out of his ass?
Hey, get your head out of my ass. I'm trying to do the downward dog, and you got.
I know. Excuse me. Excuse me.
This is not downward doggy style.
Yes. The last time I felt something like this was on Fire Island. Oh my gosh.
That's just.
But that is funny, the angle. I can see the guy with the camera.
Yeah.
He's like, look, this is perfect.
And really, I don't know what's going on there, but
Yeah. I hope he's a little bit further back. Now, see, well, it looks like he or she
I
right
think
there.
it's a sheet in front of her.
Yeah, she's actually kind of doing it because I think her arms are kind of like this. He hasn't quite gotten down that far yet.
No.
He's
He
working on
can't
it,
get farther down her ass. It must be a little.
He hit the bone. He hit the coccyx.
Oh,
He got to the coccyx and saw it.
it's a real body part.
Yes.
Or a bone. Look it up.
Coccyx. It's that low. It's a curvature there.
Oh, look. She's like, I'm having fun.
Oh,
Look, she's getting ready to get nailed right in the face by a drink.
Hey, honey, can excuse me? I like a beer, please. There it is.
What?
Oh, it's basically, actually, he does like
Here it comes, honey.
beer can. Look, she's going to take it right in the face.
Yep.
Take it in
right-
the face.
Right in the noggin. Well,
I hope, you know what? I hope that's water. Because if it's beer, it's going to stick. Or if it's soda, you're going to get sticky.
well, no. If it's beer, like back in the day, a lot of women used to wash their hair in beer.
Did they?
Because it gives it.
Okay,
that
well,
extra
she's
sheen.
taking more than washing her hair.
Yes. It'll
She's
be.
going to be washing, or that sweater's going to be stinky.
Yes.
Then I'll have like some bum will come out when she's like passed on the ground, like squeezing. Trying to get some-
Drinking her sweater.
drinking her sweater. All right, what else we
my.
got? Oh, look at Grandma. Now I don't know if you can see it. So this picture was taken just at the right time. Grandma stepped off, and she's getting ready to go in the drink. And you can see it right there. Right there's Grandma. Grandma's getting ready to take it
They're
down.
ready to take a dive.
And let's see what is Ethel and.
They're like talking to her like.
Oh look, she's looks like she might be reaching out for her. The girl in the white is reaching out for her, but you're gone.
Nope. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. She's already going. She's going down. You're going down just like that.
I'm falling, and I can't get up.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Look at this guy. I guess this was the guy that was getting the.
Bless you.
Excuse me. This was the guy. Somebody was taking his picture, and they happened to catch her.
Perfectly timed shot.
Oh yeah.
All right, what do we got? Oh, take this right in the ass. What do we have for? What, do we have something that's like a kick in the ass?
No.
Well, that's what she's doing afterwards.
Oh my gosh.
It's a mannequin. That's funny. Ooh. Right in the ass.
It's like what? And if it came like bam, or she backs up. Ooh.
Oh.
It was like
Oh, that's a mighty big toe you got.
You know, this is like the shit that we used to see, like on not Monty Python, but Benny Hill.
Yeah.
You know, Benny Hill would always they'd always show these provocative pictures or whatever, and then like the little ball man would come up and smack him on the head, and he's like, you'd move away, and it's like, that really wasn't going on. But
You mean little Jackie Wright?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, little Jackie Wright. Because I mean, look right there. There's the butt crack right there. And she's getting kicked, and it's like, oh, it's a mannequin. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Let's move on.
Grandma, those are awfully big breasts for you
To have. It's a great cover up. Well, they ain't covering up squat.
Exactly.
Look at them. Yeah, them things look like. There goes the bikini top. Or once they get older, just.
I know.
All right. I think that might have been the last one, maybe.
No, one more.
No. Oh, look, it's a dog in a bubble.
Oh, look. How did that happen then?
It's a dog in a bubble. Look, it's a little bubble dog.
Instead of the bubble boy, it's the bubble dog.
All right, that was dumb. I know. Oh! I've gotten stabbed. Oh my. Philip. I'm waking. I'm like, oh. What's wrong, Mom? The new camera looks awesome.
Okay.
Does the new camera look awesome, or do we make the camera look awesome?
I think
It's the scenery.
I think it's awesome.
All right, that might be the last one. And last but not least, that was it.
Yep. There we're back to
We're
the
back
old,
to the monkey. Taking a little peek. Look, he didn't even finish his snack. What's with the cats? Oh, never mind.
I'll buzz myself. I won't even say it.
Holy shit.
I like how you caught it though. You were like, oh, never mind. Thank you. You saved me from having to say it.
Oh, you better not have said it.
Yes, it's a family show.
Yes. Maybe the monkey's just. Damn, what is that?
I think somebody needs a little washing.
No.
Anyhow.
Maybe I'll do a little.
Yes. Oh, it's the vicar.
Go see the vicar.
Oh, my.
Maybe her loins are burning.
Oof. go see Ron Jeremy.
All right. That's all I got.
I think that's enough for today, for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, you gonna do another plug?
Oh, yeah.
Plug in?
One more. Because we only got 2 more. This
Yes.
one and the next one.
No, I mean you can still plug your book on
Oh,
the
you
shows.
bet your ass I'm going to do that.
You bet your ass.
New book out by yours truly. It's getting excellent reviews. Excellent reviews. Mostly 5-star. I got 1 4-star. All the rest 5-star. Paperback, Kindle, and now out on Audible for narrate. Oh, actually, you can pick it up on Amazon. It'll give you. And so I got to check iTunes and Goodreads, I think. Anyway, you can pick it up everywhere. Narrated version's out. Check that out if you don't have time to read. Get in the car and
Yep.
put it on. That's right. And then you know what? You have an accident.
Right.
You're waiting for the ambulance and the EMTs because you can't because you're trapped in the car. You know what? Turn on the audiobook.
Yep. And while you're laid up in the hospital, in traction,
Boom.
bingo.
There you go.
Give you something to do.
Mm-hmm. And yes, so just real quick, after all that, the new book, the sequel to The Light Reaper's End of the World, will be coming out in the fall.
In time for Christmas, then.
Yes.
Okay. Very nice.
Well, hopefully we're going to have the book and the Kindle out around hopefully October.
And then the narrated.
Or maybe September. And then, yes, and then
Audible.
the narrated vision be out in October, maybe beginning of November, so just in time for Christmas.
That'll be nice.
Yes.
Be nice.
Try to make some money.
Yes, there you go. Exactly.
Really, I'm not doing this for the money because you don't make squat on this stuff. The only way you make money on this crap, it's not crap, I like this. But the only way you make money on this stuff is if like you have a publisher, like high level publisher,
Yeah,
big name publisher, and they order like 10, 20,000 copies.
Yeah, they pay you up front, like what the John Bolt, like let's say the Ash Clown John Bolton book, but he's got they paid him $2.2 million up front for it.
Yeah, $2.2 million. This right here is worth double that.
Yes,
This is 10 times more entertaining than John Bolton's book.
$22 million. My mother.
Yeah, this is more interesting than Hillary's book, and definitely more interesting than Michelle Obama's book. That's bullcrap. This right here, that's entertainment, my friend.
And Reverend Cuz is taking up offers for the movie.
Yes.
So
Hollywood.
Yes.
You know what? Hollywood, let Reverend Cuz bring some dignity back to Hollywood.
Yes.
Let's make this movie, and you won't be disappointed.
Yes, we're gonna put the H back in Hollywood, or something like that.
I don't know what that's for.
I don't know. We're gonna put the hoe back in Hollywood.
Damn Skippy.
That's right. There we go.
Or the wood.
Yeah.
Back. Oh, Ron Jeremy was trying to do that.
I
Never
know.
mind.
You need to see where that got him.
That's all I got. But either go to the website, look at that, or go to Corey Michaels' website, check him out, and because he's the narrator, he's done some other really cool stuff. So, boom. And there's also the interview out. I don't know. I forgot about that.
I think you put that on the webpage.
Yes, there's an interview with myself and Corey, the narrator, in an interview about the book and the whole process. That's all I got.
So, everybody, thank you again for being with us on our second to last show here at Conformity Antidote. But don't cry. Don't be upset.
Don't be downhearted.
It's just Conformity Antidote's just kind of going to go off in its own. We're going to put it out to pasture, and we're going to send it we're going to give it a proper send off next week. Yes. Next week will be the last Conformity Antidote show, but then by that time we should have updates on the new stuff that's coming out that should be fresh. Well, except for our show, it's going to be kind of stale.
Fresh as a day in the Chinese wet market.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, and that's fresh for over there.
Yes, that's fresh.
So anyway, make sure you join us next week Sunday, 7 o'clock for the last Conformity Antidote show. We're going to give it a proper send-off. I know. It's going to be sad times. And we're going to reminisce a little, maybe, about the past. And then we're going to be excited. But we're all excited about what's coming up new. The week after that, and the week after that.
It's over.
I know.
It's over.
There's probably people out there like, yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, you could just turn it off.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just cut it. Cut.
Thank you.
All right. So anyway, until then, we'll see everybody next Sunday at 7 o'clock. Have a great week. God bless. And until then.
Oh.
Sucky. Oh, goodbye. Good luck, you
Go
bastards.
get these two dumbasses off the air.
Yes, we want bring back Snowflake. Oh, something like that. I don't like being made fun of.
Oh, we go out. Ron Jeremy, you sick